This program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, yo, yo. Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is, man. I don't even got to say this, but I need to say it. Time for the Alan and DJ TV show program. And, of course, I'm Alan.
And this is your boy, DJ.
DJ, what's going on, Seven?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. It's just dealing with life, man. You know, we're getting a little popular, man. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. Sometimes I want to eat at certain places, I can't. It's just, I don't know, sometimes, like, I tell Bammy, like, you know, she said I'm getting way ahead of myself. But I said, Bammy, I can't help it. Like, sometimes I feel overwhelmed. It's just like the pressures of the world, but just trying to deal with life. And you know what? Let's talk about that today.
Okay.
Let's talk about how to deal with life when it becomes overwhelming, because, boy, I'm feeling overwhelming. And once again, in the voice of my friend Ralph Smart, we haven't even had breakfast yet. But literally, I haven't even had breakfast yet. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
But let's talk about bullet point number one, man. Let's talk about prioritize and simplify.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like that. But how does that ties into helping to deal with life, even when sometimes life is lifing or when it's like overwhelming?
What this does is basically it helps you only focus on what's important. And what it also does is like it puts stuff that are important first, and you also put stuff that is not important last.
I like that, man. You know, it's like some things, or should I say sometimes, like when it comes to life, you know, you have to learn how to just make priorities a top priority. Like certain things cannot be a priority. So we know with us going to the gym, that's a priority.
Absolutely.
When you wake up in the morning, you should pray before you jump out of bed.
Absolutely.
That's a priority. Learning how to make things just kind of simple in your life. Like don't overcomplicate things. Like focus on the most important task and let the rest just follow through. You know, so if like the most important task is to wake up and get that research paper done, then you need to do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then like all the pressures of the day and everything else will just things will just start to kind of like fall in line for you like it should.
Absolutely.
So, you know, let's try to make sure we take our most important tasks and go with that, and then like the rest will follow.
Absolutely. When you prioritize and simplify, what you want to do is just make a schedule of what's important and what's not important. And what that does is it basically keeps you on task and it keeps you organized. Most
definitely, man. You know, like it's nothing like having an organized like schedule, should I say. Some people don't like to make schedules. That's fine. Like some people just go and let the day follow as it goes. But for somebody like me, I like to be organized. Like I like things done a certain way. So it's like if I'm at work, like I like things done at work a certain way.
Oh, or, yeah, you do.
Or, you know, if I'm here, you know, I want things to be perfect. Like, why is it not looking perfect? Like, what do we need to do to get better? You know, that's us. And, well, especially me, you know, like.
You always on will about that.
Man, like, William J. Smith know what it is. So I'm such a perfectionist, but that's what get us to what we need to get to. But sometimes it can become overwhelming, you know. Like, sometimes people have problems or other lively situations or bills may pop up or, you know, like, especially like at the rate that this economy is going, like, you know, like the cost of food is getting higher, especially in certain like food groups like eggs, bread, milk.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, sometimes life be lifing. You know, like, you might have to call your moms or your sister or maybe a friend and say, hey, you know, can I borrow a few bucks? Because, you know, life is getting tough right now. And, you know, you have to make certain things a priority. So you're like, hey, I need to pay my rent so I have somewhere to sleep. That's an overhead. You need to make that a priority instead of going to the club and drinking and smoking your life away.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, and also like simplify. Like you need to simplify your life, because when you simplify your life, it eliminates stress.
Yeah. Like, you know, you're not overwhelmed, or you know, like you don't have like a lot of anxiety. Like that's what sometimes, like I had anxiety because I always wanted things to be perfect, and I be in my head like it's got to be done this way. And some people are just like very good at what they do. You know, like how some people are such a perfectionist, like DJ like that in the gym. DJ, because the pinpoint look at you and be like, go pick this up. You need to do it like this. Where about when it comes to the whole media thing, you know, I'm such a perfectionist as far as like how I want things to sound. And then like you have another level of that, which is genius status. You know, like some people are just a genius at what they do, and some people are really good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? So you could be good, great, or you could be unstoppable. And I try to be unstoppable because I know a way a camera should be angled to get the best maximized look when it comes to us. So I'm just trying now to get to a point where I'm not trying to overcomplicate things or worry, or you know, want things to be in such a prestige way. You know, sometimes you just gotta let things just gotta simplify things.
Yep.
And bullet point number 2, breaking tasks into manageable chunks. Now, how this ties into how to deal with life when life is overwhelming, because it can get overwhelming.
Absolutely. What this does is it basically gives you the opportunity to either work at your pace or contain your stress levels.
I like that because when you're dealing with life, like, so this is what I like to tell people. Take your large tasks, right, and divide them into smaller chunks. And when you break them down into smaller chunks, and you know what I'm saying, like, learn how to take breaks in between. You know, like you can go hard in the morning as far as like, okay, I'm gonna get this workout in. Then you need to have time for recovery. Then after you have time for recovery, then you need to focus on the next task. Now, like the next task is I need to be working on my vision. So instead of, you might can't get everything done one day, and we get that, but let's make it more manageable. Like let's work on the smaller things. And then before you know it, by the time the day is almost over with, you got probably like the rest of the afternoon to yourself. That's why I say like real millionaires get up real early and they make the most of their day.
Absolutely.
So you can have time to do other things that you want to do.
And what this also does too, guys, is it basically helps you get the tasks that are important done first.
Yep.
And if you have time to do the tasks that are not that important done, then get them done too.
Exactly. And most importantly, like, learn how to say no to people. Yeah. Hey, you know, like, hey, bro, you know, I was thinking, dog, tonight, bro, you know, like the Milwaukee Bucks finna play, and bro, hey, dog, you know what? As much as that sounds good, and as much as I want to go there, I can't. Oh man, come on, bro, like you'll never have time. Hey, right now, like I got some things in life that I gotta deal with, cause life is overwhelming. And guys, I get it. Like you got kids, you might have problems in your relationship, the job might be tripping on you. And life is just life, and I get it, man. That's why you have to make certain things a priority. And sometimes you have to just say no to people. Hey, you know what? I can't do that because right now that's not serving me.
Absolutely.
And if they don't understand that, man, I hate to say it like this, but screw them. It is what it is. Like, like dang it if you're right, dang it if you're wrong. You should have did this, you should have did that. Even if you go out, come on, man, because then like that's gonna be in the back of your mind. Like, man, I could have been finishing up that research paper. Like, I'm not handling business, dude. Like, that's not smart.
Yeah, nope.
But let's talk about bullet point number 3, though. Let's talk about practicing effective time management. Now, this is important when it comes to trying to prioritize life when it gets overwhelming.
Oh yeah, like people just need to utilize their time wisely. Like, I hear people all the time saying that, oh, I don't have time for this, or I ask them like, oh, did you do this today? Oh, I didn't get to it. And I'd be like, why you didn't get to it? Oh, I didn't have time to. And then I actually ask them and see like, what did you do during your day? And they'd be like, oh, I did this, and that. And everything that they said, most of it is leisure.
leisure time, and then some of them even say, I took a nap too.
Yeah. Instead of like actually, but that time that you took a nap and did your leisure activities, you could have been utilizing that time to be productive.
Most definitely. I just say, when you trying to plan effective and you trying to work with time management, like set a schedule for yourself. Like if you feel like you're all over the place with everything, like I would say set a schedule for yourself. Plan a day. Isolate time for tasks and breaks, because like I said, like I don't believe in long breaks or taking a break from anything for a very long time, but you have to, okay, I went to the gym for a couple hours, let me shower, let me recover for a minute, let me meditate, let me take this time to get my mind together, then let me focus on the next task, and then let me focus on the other task, and then that's helping me practice effective time management. Mm-hmm. Now, like, I need to be doing this, because if you're throwing too much on your plate, you can get very overwhelmed. Very overwhelmed. Like, let me make sure the kids eat, and then from this time to this time, let me get the kids off to school. And then from this time to this time, let me have this little time to go to the gym and get my stuff together. Like, let me do the things that I need to do for the day. And, yeah, I just say practice effective time management. Like, make sure everything you're planning, it aligns with your schedule and you're not over-exerting yourself.
Absolutely. Like, what you also want to do is, like, when it comes down to practice effective time management, is basically prioritize your tasks based on how much time you have in a day. So, like, if you have time to do a certain project, look at how much time it takes you to do that particular project, and if that's going to take you the longest to do, do that first.
Most definitely.
And then whatever task is going to take you the shortest time, put that last, because you know you can get that done in a matter of minutes.
Most definitely. And which brings me to my next bullet point as well. Take regular breaks. Now, I'm not a big fan of this to a degree.
But no, you ain't.
I get it though, because I feel like if and maybe that's just my mindset, but if I take a long break, somebody gonna catch up to me, and I want to be miles of length ahead of them. So like when people say the weekend, I'm taking a break this weekend, and I'm finna kick my feet up, and I'm finna do this and do that. To me, that's a poverty mindset, because in order to get rich, you have to work the weekend too.
Yep.
It's no time off, really, if you ask me. But depend on the schedule that you have, depend on the level of responsibilities that you may have, then I would say, yes, take a break from time to time. It's okay.
Yeah. And, like, the reason why, like, taking regular breaks at times are important, I wouldn't recommend it, but, like, like we just speaking on, like, what you should do as an actual person, like, you should take, like, the reason why this is important is because you should take time to relax so your brain don't have an overload or have a mental breakdown while you're working.
Yeah, because if you do that, you can start running into danger of having burnouts.
Yep.
You don't want burnouts. You don't want to be so overwhelmed and tired that, you start having anxiety, you start getting depressed, you start stressing. Because life itself is a challenge.
Yep.
That's why I love reading this book called The Game of Life and How to Play it, because it's a challenge. But, it's not about what you know, it's what you should know, if that makes sense. And you need to just, okay, I know I need to take a step back for a minute. Let me meditate. Let me get myself together. Let me take a little break. Let me go woosah for a minute. Let me go eat something so I could be, more charged and ready to take on the rest of the challenges of the day. So I agree when it comes to a degree of, like, maybe you might want to take a time to just, relax and, relax with certain responsibilities, or else you'll have a burnout. But that's why, I feel like it's not good for woman or man to be alone. You know what I mean? But if you got a partner, that can, help take some or shoulder the load from you to a degree, that's cool. But kudos to all my single mothers out there that playing, like, both roles, the mommy and the daddy role. And no, like, can a woman raise a man to be a man? but I understand that, you know, you're doing what you have to do to raise a young man. But, you know, that's why certain programs just like football leagues and, you know, certain things out there that can, you know what I'm saying, help take a lot of pressure off of you and see what that kid like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just try to, you know what I'm saying, deal with just taking like little breaks for yourself so you won't have to deal with so much pressures of the day, because life is a challenge, man.
Yeah. But you also, like what regular breaks also does is it physically helps you relax your body.
Yeah.
And it helps you think more clearly when you're relaxed, so you could be able to go back into that task with a clear mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, like, that's why I'm real big on, if you get the most out of your day, you wake up early, you go for it, you can have maybe an hour or two of leisure time where you say, okay, you know what, I done got everything done for the day. I worked out, I worked on my vision, I made sure the kids were good. Now I'm going to take this little time for myself and, you know what I'm saying, just relax. You know what I'm saying, or maybe go out with some friends and, you know, retool, you know what I'm saying, like everything as far as like my energy and all, so I could be recharged again for when the kids get out of school, because they're going to need me. You're going to need help with homework. You got to do laundry. You got to cook. Got to clean. So I get it. And now this is one of my favorites right here. This bullet point. Practicing self-care.
Oh, you love this.
But DJ, why is this important when it comes to how to deal with life when life can get very overwhelming?
Like practicing self-care, what it does is like you need to take care of your body inside and outside, so it can be able to basically produce for you whatever task you need to accomplish, man.
And I love practicing self-care because it makes you feel good about yourself. Like, you feel confident. You feel like you could take on any challenges of the world, or the challenges of the day. And sometimes, like, engage in activities and promote relaxations, well-being, such as like exercising, meditation, spending time in nature, going to a spa or something, or doing a good skincare routine, like I like to do. Shout out to my appointment on April 18th. But yeah, you know, just, you know, getting involved in stuff like that, man. You know, just things that are gonna help you be able to cope with life when it's getting overwhelming and tough. Sometimes, like, you know, we all need to take a step back and just relax a minute and you know, just do something for ourselves. Because if you don't, you know, eventually, you know, like how people said in the NBA or the NFL, that rookie wall. Yeah, you're gonna run into a burnout wall, or a wall in the acting and media realm.
Yep. Cause
you're going like an Energizer bunny, and sometimes you got to take a step back to say, man, you know what? Let's retool. Let's come back to this in a couple of days, and we'll have our best content. So, you know, just try to relax, man. You know, just like practice self-care. You know, like treat yourself to something. Date yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take yourself to a movie. Like, save a few extra bucks and do something nice for yourself, because life gonna be challenging no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And life is not complicated. It's only what you make it to be.
Absolutely. And like, here's are like some practices or like some ways that you could do, that you could practice self-care inside and outside. And I'll start with the outside practices. Like some practices can be like grooming, exercising, and for some people it takes taking showers and stuff, because like it not only like help you get to your goals and it helps you get more attention, but sometimes taking a shower cleans you, but it also relaxes you.
Right.
Like, have you ever been in a shower and all of a sudden, like, you just be relieved once you get out of the shower?
Every day I do that, man. Like, I fall straight to sleep.
Man, dude.
Man, I be tired, man. But like, I like to take a bath, and then like when I get out of the bathtub, then I take a shower.
Yeah.
Because when I'm taking a bath for a long time, I feel like I'm sitting in my own dirt, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like to like rinse off the challenges of the day. Is what I like to call it. Like, get off me, get off me, get off me, man. You know what I'm saying? Let that water hit you dirty. It's like you all good. Then now, you know what I'm saying, you sitting there watching NBA or some like maybe like your favorite TV show. Now you got all the all the stress off you, all the pressures of the day. Now you got your foot soaker going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that thing be bubbling up too. Man, you be like this before you know it. So I get it. Yeah, but DJ, I couldn't agree with you more. And then let's talk about the last bullet point, man. Grounding exercise. How's this support when it comes to the challenges of the day of how to deal with life when it gets overwhelming?
What this does also too is like it gives you exercises and tools that you need to help you relax your mind and your body.
I like that. So I like to listen to the Calm app. And the Calm app helps me out a lot. Like, you know, they got rainforest sounds, they got thunderstorm sounds. Because it helps me ground myself. It helps me bring me back into center focus because you could be all over the place. So, you know, I like stuff like that. And also, I like using ground exercise such as body scans, just meditation with just like real deep breathing. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this was a heck of a day today. It was very challenging. I paid my rent. I paid the cable bill. We got food in the house. Everything's good. Relax your mind. You got work done for the day. Just relax. Calm your energy down. You can't give your energy to everybody.
Nope.
It just is what it is. You're not going to make everybody happy. But the moment that you make yourself happy, and the moment that you become, you know what I'm saying, more like peaceful, mindful of things, appreciative of things, just saying, you know what it is, then you can get the best version of yourself to everybody.
Yeah.
And also just like developing healthy boundaries. Like set some boundaries to the side. Hey, look, I told you not today. I'm chilling. Like I'm hanging with my kids. I'm taking them to the museum today. You know, like I need to, you know, do some grounding exercises.
Absolutely.
Basically.
That's good. No, but like what grounding exercises also do is they basically help you manage stress and anxiety. But let me give you like a couple exercises that not only help us, but like should be able to help people in the world. Yes, a couple of the exercises, one of them, what Al said earlier, was deep breathing exercises. And also you could take a walk.
Yep.
Or you could move your body, which meaning like stretching and even exercising.
Yes, sir.
And also what I have found out, and I actually tested this, and it actually does work sometimes, is basically smell a scent. You remember when like you buy a certain scent or where you go shopping for that, for like a fragrance or something like that at a store, and it make you happy, or you smell something that you really, really want. Man, don't it put you at ease and put your mind?
It put you at ease.
It put you in that mindset of like relaxation.
Man, like it's like the aroma from the fragrance. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know, like, see, now, like, I light up when I talk about certain fragrances. Or
Yeah.
or you know, just shopping for fragrances in general. And I know this corny, but fragrances make me happy. Like, you know, just shopping, going downtown, the beautiful lights, you know, downtown Chicago in the wintertime. Oh, man, that really makes me happy, man. Like, I like stuff like that. You know, you smelling good. People telling you every day in and day out, you smelling good, and it feels good, man. And let's tie this to the album and DJ's final thought. So what's your final thought, DJ, when it comes to life being overwhelming?
When you're overwhelmed, like what you want to do is just calm down, take a deep breath, relax, and prioritize your tasks into smaller tasks, and whatever task you need to get done and get that task done in a timely manner. Make sure that task that you need to get done, and if it's the most time that takes out of your day, get that done first, and then manage your time accordingly to that.
I agree, and you know, I would say prioritize your schedule. Make sure that you got your schedule in order. I would say make sure like your time is manageable, but manage your time. You know what I'm saying? And also seek support. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, like I'm just going through a lot. This life is challenging. I don't know what to do. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And set deep, healthy boundaries when it comes to your life when it becomes overwhelming, because you can't make everybody happy. And the moment you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us on YouTube at the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us on our fan page at the Alan and DJ Show on Facebook. You can find us at the Alan and DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. You can also find my personal page, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook, and then my dirty William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, life can be overwhelming. And life just be lifing sometimes. But you know what, though? We going to deal with this because you know why? All we know how to do is stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.